Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
to episode 38 of
Stop interrupting me. No, I'm just kidding.
So here's the problem. Satellite internet.
She's on AOL dial
My
up,
glasses
and we
fell.
have to talk really slow.
We're stuck in the backwoods of somewhere, and John just stole my root beer.
Which wasn't root beer.
It's not your daddy's. Oh, your father.
Did you say Diddy? Did you really just say Diddy? Oh, sorry. I was in the YouTube version on my phone.
Turn your
We're testing to see if I can do a show here.
Billy.
You can't fail.
I did it too.
You-
Can't fail what?
I said you can't do it. You failed.
Yeah. I think so.
I think we're doing fine. So welcome to episode Thought. This show is about nothing, which is every
Welcome
week.
to episode. That's what it sounded like.
If you're expecting something, go ahead and go find another channel.
You're watching the wrong.
They're not going to get
You want
anything more out of
something
this
meaning-
show than they've ever gotten out of any other show. And the fact
No,
that nobody
so-
can even understand you is the same as every other week.
You know what? They can understand.
Robot or is it because we're robot-y or because Dusty's drunk?
It's because you're robot-y and because it cuts out. So you like robot and then you're quiet. Mid-robot word.
We are so far in the country that you can't even get DSL here.
Yeah, you can get DSL. You could get dial up.
Better.
You can't. Yeah, they're stuck with satellite internet.
That's exciting.
So yeah.
Why don't
I
you
went
just
picking.
get some routers and just route every 5 feet, just put another one all the way to the house.
To the telephone pole.
Yeah.
To town.
Yeah. Just connect
No,
it
we
up to
actually,
the
and we
phone
actually that's
and then just run it down the street.
and we were delayed because Danica's husband John actually ran to see if we could get any. He ran, instead of doing Wi-Fi, he ran a straight Ethernet cord to the laptop to see. It helped a little bit, but apparently we're still good. So, what are you having, Danica?
Not your daddy's root beer. Tristan and I had a bottle of Moscato earlier.
Look what I found. I gotta look this up. Does anybody want to look it up for me? It's Artland hand painted Christmas goblets.
Oh, those are nice. Wait a minute. What are they
Wait.
hand painted on you so everybody can see? It's heard it appear to everybody. Put it on. You can see shiny plastic reflection. Tilt them up toward the ceiling. Ooh, what is that?
Those are cool.
I can take them out of the box.
You should. And put something consume of
And
it.
drink it.
No, because the only ones I saw listed were listed for $200 and they didn't have the box.
So, how much you going to those for?
Huh?
How much are you going to list those for? Does that help with the glitchiness? If I'm
No,
like
it makes it sound like
this,
a total dumbass.
I am a.
Oh, the ones that are listed
one
right
of-
now, there's a set that's listed for $50. There's a set that's listed for $200.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm sure the ones that sold probably sold for $10. Who knows? Oh yeah, there's a set that sold for $25. So I don't know.
I bought a pair of pants, Carhartts, and denim at the same time.
I'll go get him. Hey, John.
They're, I think, a size 52.
John, where's Danica's jeans that she bought? Danica's jeans that she ripped stole today.
So I went shopping today. Like I went shopping today, and all I looked at was really like at shoes. And I bought shoes today.
They use the comfortable with shoes, right?
Well, yeah, I'll show you.
I'm trying to talk slow in case it's glitching and people can understand.
Dana White.
You sound right. While Deb is gone, Danica's going to show you her new pants.
These are size 52.
52.
Oh, they're my
They're
size?
Carhartt.
Awesome.
Look at that butt.
Billy got a big old butt. No, Billy got a big old butt. So I got these
But they
boots.
still got the Carhartt. They still have the tags.
Where did Deb go? What?
Deb?
I bought these boots.
Jeez, oh Lord, it looks like my kid's shoe.
What size is that?
Too big. They're 13, but they're vintage. They're like the distressed kind of vintage style. But they're not worth a lot of money, but they're just awesome looking. I don't know why they're so cheap. Because they're leather. And they're leather bottom.
What brand?
They're Rocket Dog.
What
That's
brand?
Rocket Dog.
Rocket Dog's the one that make the little suede shoes with the little
Hofflinger
rubbery heels.
Mules. Apparently, these are really expensive. Like Hofflinger wool mules with the cork. Look at these, Danica. You can break your ankle when you get drunk.
Have mercy.
Those are hooked.
No, these are European. And yeah, they're like a European brand with European size. They're made in Spain.
Those are crazy.
Spanish hookers.
And these are gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big old heel. Look, it's bigger than my head. Anyway, that's all I got.
Is that a 6-inch heel?
I don't know.
Danica would like to know what size those are and how much you want for those.
They're gorgeous. They have like a texture. Like they're like
They're like
micro suede material, but it's like a printed micro suede.
It's like an alligator almost.
Yeah, sort of.
What size are they?
They're a 10. And they have a really nice padded, like a padded inside. Rottler.
That's like a man. You have huge feet.
Mm-hmm. I do.
What
Danica
size
has
do you wear?
huge. 10 or 11.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm a 10 and a half.
Backwards, never mind.
You did what?
Yeah, I'm a 10 and a half, so.
We're a little broken. I'm listening to it on my phone on the YouTube version. We're a little broken. I apologize to the audience, internet, and we did the best we could do.
Y'all need to be praying for Sue Sowen's family
Absolutely.
because that was awful. Not doing good. I'm watching Dusty watch us.
She's watching me watch us. It's like a time delay.
We wanted to ask you something and I forgot.
Somebody wants to. Beth wants to know if we are broadcasting from an igloo in Antarctica.
Ooh, that's a small tin.
That's wood ice.
I feel like freaking Cinderella's ugly stepsister trying to put this shoe on. Hell no. It's probably like a 9 1/4. 9 1/2 tops. Yeah, it's like a 9 1/2, 9 1/3. It's like too big for a 9, but too small for a 10. Yeah. Not really a 9 1/2.
I like hooker heels sometimes.
So today we hit, according to Paul, we need to let Dad do all of the cheating. Today we went in this town where we are, whatever it is. It's not really a town, it's more like a village. And there was and we had to kind of a delay to the power company and do some things. It was very small town. Place, this little thrift store, mom and pop, and I was digging through stuff. She found those Dickies pants. I was digging through some stuff. They had so much crap crammed, pulled out. It said ice, but it was like a vintage box, and it said ice. And I went to pull it out. Well, apparently the shit had been there for so many years that when I pulled it out, everything went that way off the end of the shelf, and I
dusty broke stuff.
I broke a candle holder and a glass. I'm like, I'm really sorry. I mean, even though it really was their fault, I was being nice and apologetic. How much do I owe you? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. So I felt kind of bad. And there was a calculator that I was eyeing in the display case. It was a I-89 Platinum, and she wanted $20 for it. And I didn't even like make an offer because I felt bad about and so I bought it for $20. But the good news is I can get $80 for it on Amazon, probably $60, $65 on eBay. Yay! And it did work. It actually had decent batteries in it, so I could test it, and it had the cover, and it's in really good condition. So yay! Spent $20, and I'll get back $80.
Or like I don't think I'll be able to go in there very much because I could not breathe.
They had a lot of vintage men's stuff. Like they had a lot of, if you wanted to have a plaid wool hunting jacket from the 1960s, 70s, they had a lot of that kind of crap.
Or coveralls.
Rural area. Yeah, coveralls, the walls coveralls, the blizzard proof and all the other ones. They had a lot of those, and they only had about $7 or $8 a piece on them. I mean, if you're into selling clothing, you could do okay with it. Overly impressed.
The books were like $3.
I didn't look at that.
$3 for hardbacks, $3 for large paperback books. I don't pay more than, I can't.
Well, the thing is, it looked like they were all fiction.
No, there was some.
Some nonfiction?
Yeah, but I wasn't even going to. It was weird, like, and so much dirty plush that I was gagging.
I liked all the dirty plush.
He did.
I did. I said, hey, look, Danica, look at this.
He did.
It was awesome.
There's another one. I want to go to that Hope.
Stove?
No, that Hope. Whatever.
Oh, it's Hope. There's another, it's like a non down the road.
Like a churchy.
Yeah. It's Hope something or other. And it actually looked pretty decent. And of course, I'm the guy that like calls the Chamber of Commerce and says, where are the, or emails them or whatever, and where are the junk? Like that's the way you can do a Google search when you're in a new town, and you can search thrift store, and these places didn't show up when I did that. It's kind of like I said, you find these by driving around, because most of them, if they're a mom and pop shop, they're not going to pay Yellow Pages advertising. They're going to be in the white pages. They're not directory. They're going to have a cell phone for a business number. Cash only with no credit. And sometimes you can only find them by driving skiing the locals.
Nothing here. This place is so small.
Sorry. That's what you sounded like. You went, all you gotta do is drive around.
Oh, okay. Town is so small and back has no online presence. Like you can't find anything on the internet here.
You
There
look
is
at
nothing.
Google and you do the what's around here and it's like nothing.
It's like
no
where you
results
are.
found.
Well, I mean, it is, and like figure out somewhere to eat lunch and get on Yelp because I'm a big fan of like Yelp reviews. Have decent Yelp reviews. You have to be a town that attracts people that actually that, or you have to be a town that has people that have the internet. And so, like, literally, there's a lot of town, but there's nothing on Yelp. People don't use the internet. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if I was glitched out.
We braved the Chinese restaurant.
It was good.
Dusty has share in the group.
No, I didn't share it. Look up my Facebook page. The door, and it was kind of like it was lost in translation.
It said, "Please shut the door."
It was like Nielsen edited you out because all that you said was it said please shut the door and then nothing. So you got edited by the What?
Lord.
Oh yes. Okay, so I'm gonna translate for Danica's internet. It said, please shut the door after you come.
That was on the entry to the Chinese place.
And I was the sign fall off, or did that just get lost in station?
It was awesome.
Yeah, and of course you get 4 adults together that we all have a lot in common. John, her husband, Tristan and Danica get along. I mean, we all get along really good. So you get 4 adults together that have been unloading kind of a moving truck and having to work for 4 days. Shooting guns. We got to go into that subject. And, spent 3 days being kind of like working slap happy. Then, yeah, your mind kind of goes in the gutter and
it went downhill.
So what did we do yesterday? What
did we do?
All of us.
We shot guns for like 3 hours.
Bunch of woods out back, and it was awesome.
We didn't take out the big gun.
But we did. I shot. I brought my son's little 22 rifle, which
his clinker.
She calls it. I don't care. A 22 rifle. They're cheap and they're just fun because it has a 10-round magazine and you can squeeze them off. And so we did. We shot that and the 380 and the 22 pistol and the. And that was it.
We didn't take
pull the shotgun out either.
No.
Practice with shotgun because you're kind of getting
my big dog.
Shot a lot over 4 hours and shot at targets and.
I have a target called Bad Guy.
You shouldn't shoot at Target. You're gonna get arrested. You got to leave the store first.
Well,
they
Walmart paid us.
That's what I.
And they restricted.
Yeah, Target said they didn't. So.
And don't worry, there's not a Target 100 miles of here, so it wasn't accurate.
No.
I think the nearest one is
Jackson. Like an hour and 45 minutes. Okay. Dusty had to go check something. came over, Deb.
Huh?
You should have came over here. It's been
Oh,
really
yeah,
fun.
because you're only like 15 hours away, so it's just like right there.
Man, you should have came over. You could have come over for a play date.
Yeah, if I would have left at about 5 a.m., I would get there in about 4 hours from now. Y'all would all be drunk and
If you, we're not asleep yet. Probably is because of the satellite. How many L's does satellite have? One?
I have no idea. I
Two.
should know from the... Oh, no, that's fireworks. I was going to say, I should know from that Katy Perry song, Satellite. Then my brain went, baby, you're a satellite. Wait, no, it's fireworks. Never mind.
Oh, I'm not throwing up. I don't throw up. I pass out. So,
I don't throw.
unless there's tequila. So one thing I have learned, and Danica and I were kind of talking about, if you're in a small town like this and you need to make a living or partial living, or, you know, if you're just into it, whatever, and don't be dependent upon just the thrift stores that you find through a Google search. Today there was a police officer town where we are in the Chinese restaurant eating, and he was talking to, I'm assuming it's his daughters. If this was the kind of, if I was living here, I would have gone up, struck up a conversation with him and said, hey, junk stores, you know, when you have storage unit auctions here, there's got to be people buying this stuff. I know of this thrift store, this thrift store, this. Where are all the other thrift stores? And you'd be surprised if you call a chamber of commerce, talk to a police officer, even talk to the people in the thrift stores that you did find. You would really, I mean, I'm just going to tell you, my honey holes, as I call them, came about, you love that, came about by asking people that were resellers that had stores, asking, you know, where have I bought something here? I'm going to continue to do business with you, but where are the other stores around here? And people will talk. People are in the same business, or if they know that they can, especially the police officers, if they know they can help you, you know, that is, you know, hey, I'm an officer and you seem to know the area. Can I, you know, there's some people like to talk, and they'll, so even if you've always lived, get out and talk to people. Talk to cops in your area. I'm telling you, the cops, I know, but you like cops when they pull you up. You know, even your area and ask for there's a crap piled up out front where you're, you know, always seeing whatever, and people tell you. That's how I've made the majority of my connection to people. Did any of that do I need help?
What did you? Nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
Did you not hear any of what he just?
No, something about a policeman.
Oh, that was really deep.
It was very deep. You hear me now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you see me when I do this?
He would talk to a
I would talk to a terrorist. I would not tell them how to be a terrorist, but I'll talk to anybody. I really would.
Okay. Can you talk?
About what? About talking to terrorists? That's all I heard. That's all I heard.
Yeah, out of this world, there is not going to be a good connection here. So I won't do another show in January.
Let me text her.
Like this was just to test it out to see if I could do shows from here. So I won't be doing shows until January.
Unless I talk really slow from now through January.
I don't know why.
This is excruciatingly painful.
Yeah, it does feel really sticky. Something though, if I did.
I think you should call it a night because I can't understand you and nobody else can understand you either.
I'm saying I'm just going to turn it off.
Bye. That was awful.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry we tried. You know, you have to click the end button. Tried. We
That
really
was
did.
so bad.
What was bad?
Yeah, you couldn't hear anything. It was like